Hi Virgo, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-February 2023 love reading. Thank you to those of you who liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridge and the gap spread. And the way it works is look at the past, present, and future energies between you and your main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some oracle cards as well for some additional insight, and that's where the bridge and the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the card to the left as your energy and the card to the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's the way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have Desire. So this is the equivalent of the Chariot in traditional tarot. So yeah, at the very least, it looks like you had a strong desire. Obviously, this isn't on the card, but a strong desire on your part to actually move the connection forward with this person. For some of you, there might have been some physical distance between the two of you as well. That might have served as a bit of an obstacle. But yeah, as far as the actual desire to move things forward, it looked like it was pretty strong on your part in the past. All right, past energy on their side, we have the Six of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. So seeing these two energies here, especially with this particular deck, the Six of Cups, I feel like this is saying that they might have just been reconnecting with friends, right? Possibly even over the holidays that we might have had recently, right? So they could have just been doing that. And just reminiscing, I feel like something might have been just out of their reach, right? They might have been going through some tough times. Now, maybe for some of you that might have been where you even reconnected. For those of you where there was physical distance between the two of you, maybe you guys were originally from the same area. So when you cross paths during the holidays, there might have been a reconnection there. But yeah, it looks like they might have been going through a bit of a grieving process, I'm feeling, though. So I feel like they were just trying to reconnect with everyone to keep their mind off of things. All right, present energy on your side, we have the Six of Staves. So Leo energy here. And this represents confidence, right? Feeling successful, victorious. So looks like, again, like I said, it looks like you definitely have, well, not only the desire we see in the past, but it also looks like you have confidence that this connection can succeed and a desire to take action toward it. All right, and present energy on their side, we have the Death card. So yeah, another indicator here that it looks like they're going through some kind of a grieving process. So this could be playing out a couple different ways. One way I could see this playing out is for some of you, maybe they had an ending with you, and you're looking at the situation optimistically, like, hey, I could, come in to get the connection back on track. Whereas this person might truly be perceiving the connection as over. And obviously not happy about it, though, right? This doesn't look like a celebratory energy at all. But at the same time, they just might not necessarily see the potential for a reconnection. Or the other way it could be playing out is if you know that this person went through an ending with someone else, right? So you could just be understanding, like, okay, this person's single, but you're just trying to give it space to let them go through your healing process, right? So you're ready to go, but you're not necessarily taking action because you're seeing, okay, it looks like this person's still going through their grieving process, but you would be ready to come in when the time is right. All right, and future energy on your side, we have contemplation. So yeah, this is actually the equivalent of the Hermit in traditional tarot, which is the card that represents your sign. So just the artwork alone, right, to me says that you could still be thinking about this person quite a bit. But again, we see the back turn to the cards on this side now, so I feel like this is saying that you could just come to that realization, right? Like I said, that okay, this person is going through a bit of a grieving process. I'm going to give that time, right? And just revisit it when the time is right, somewhere down the line. Now, I do have to say that's more so if this ending was with someone else that they were dealing with. But if the ending was with you, then that gives me a slightly different perspective on the Six of Staves, because Leo energy is actually your 12th house. So this could say you have that desire to come forward and actually get the connection back on track. But for some of you, might not be ready to actually take the action of doing so. All right, and future energy on their side, we have the Ten of Swords. So yeah, again, like I said, looking at this energy here, definitely looks like they are going through a grieving process around some kind of an ending, whether it's with you or someone else. I'm still inclined to feel like for the majority of you, it's more with someone else from their past, and you're just waiting for the right time to come forward. But yeah, either way, like I said, doesn't like they're happy about the ending, obviously, but they're still just going through the processing of that, and it looks like you have some awareness of that as well when you're trying to give it some time. All right, bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Eight of Arrows. So this energy represents feeling overwhelmed, right? Just really being stuck in your head, thinking things through a lot, and trying to figure out the best way forward, but not necessarily knowing what that is. And interestingly enough, beneath that, we have the Oppression card. So yeah, I mean, for what it's worth, it looks like you seeing these cards at the bottom of the deck make me think that for some of you, this might have actually been an ending with this person. So I keep going back and forth, it seems, because initially I was feeling like this is more they went through an ending with someone else, and you're just waiting for the right opportunity to come in after they've healed. But now seeing those two cards makes you feel like, oh, maybe there was an ending between the two of you, and you want to come back in, but you haven't been able to physically go through it yet because you just might be a little worried about how it might go. Right, and bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So seeing this, if nothing else, to me is a good sign that they will begin to feel a lot more stable and secure in the near future, because this is actually a card that represents Capricorn energy, and that's usually very reliable, steady energy. So looks like they'll just go through their natural grieving process around whatever ending it was that they did experience, whether with you or someone else, and they should be on the mend soon. So moving on to your oracle cards, first we see what we get from the Moonlight deck here. I did pre-shuffle this deck before I started recording, and what I'm looking for here is unspoken messages from you to them and from them to you. Initially looking for jumpers, but if I shuffle for a while without anything coming up, I'll actually just put the deck down and pull cards that way. So we'll see what comes up. Almost have one there. All right, and got one there. And next we'll see what we get from them to you. Almost have one there. All right, I'll give it a few more shuffles, and if nothing comes up, I'll just put the deck down and we'll pull a card that way. Yes, let me just put the deck down and just give me a few seconds to tune in and we'll pull a card. All right, we'll take this one here. And let's see what we got on your side first. Okay, we have gesture. I'm going to come sweep you away. So yeah, this definitely looks like, at least like I was saying with that Six of Staves energy, that's what that seems to fit, right? We're like, okay, I'm going to come in, going to express my feelings, feeling confident and victorious. But again, like I said, I feel like for the majority of you, you end up not going through with it. Whether you see, oh, they're still not healed from the situation with another person, or if it was the ending with you that they're going through, you just might psych yourself out a little bit, like, oh, I'm not sure if this is the right time for me to come back in, right? So looks like there could be that desire on your part for sure, though. Let's see what we have on their side. Okay, we have guilt. It says, hurting you was never my intention, but now it's hurting me too. So interesting to see that message on their side, right? It almost seems like, well, let me think this through a little bit. Yeah, I mean, considering how you seem to be pretty steady as far as wanting to get things off the ground with this person, it doesn't seem like they had done anything that would have caused pain between the two of you. But maybe there is a deeper history here than I'm seeing on the surface. So I don't know. Maybe that resonate with at least a couple of you out there. But I still pull a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, and same situation as far as I pre-shuffled this deck as well. But here we're just looking for one card with general advice to wrap the reading up with. Got one there. Okay, so let's see. All right, we have regeneration. There's the artwork, and the number is 46. So yeah, I mean, it does look like there is a potential for this to get back on track, but like I said, it definitely does look like this person's going through a grieving process. So if you're picking up on that, totally with you on that. But yeah, like I said, with that Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, looks like they will be bouncing back soon. All right, so let's see what it says. Okay, the relationship message says the world is based on connections and relationships. No matter what loss has occurred in the past or even now, death and endings are only illusions. There is life after death, love after loss, and in this moment you are radiating the regenerative life force energy that makes you irresistible to love in all forms. Now is the time when you will see evidence of this new emergence. Can you feel it? Love is rising up to greet you. So, pretty interesting message there, especially because it referred to death and endings, right? Because for those of you who resonate more with the energy on the right side, hopefully that gives you some perspective on the situation as well and how that energy will pass. But hopefully that resonated with you guys. We'll wrap up there and I'll see you all next month. All right.